And I know you're shining down on me from heaven. Like so many friends we lost along the way. And I know eventually we'll be together one sweet day. Hey YouTubers, before I begin this preview pertains to AEW All Out for 2021, just want to say where it pertains to moving forward, where it pertains to, these whole 10 bell salute for Daphne, which I've been doing it for, I guess, for the last 3 recent videos I did so far. Just wanted to let you guys know that maybe it was 4, who knows? So who knows who's counting? So moving forward, pertains to continue more of the tribute for this month for Daphne. That we unfortunately lost back on that Wednesday. So what I'm gonna be doing, is just gonna be singing songs, for the intro and showing it in a graphic of pertains to in memory of Daphne. Moving forward, instead of doing a 10 bell salute because that's good. I want to know with the 10 bell salutes, maybe just take care of that camera. Then okay, there you go. Sorry, it was bothering me. But yeah, I just want to move forward for doing that. Also, what I'm doing as well pertains to as myself pertains to on the events of Daphne, that I think somewhere around this month I probably will talk about about my situation, about my teasers of losing my passion in life, and I'm gonna talk more in depth with that one. Not just because what happened with Daphne, but well, it had a little more to do with that, but at the same time it's more to what I've been dealing with all for a few years, and that will come eventually this month, before this month comes to an end. So if any of y'all are sleeping, I'll wake you up when September ends. Green Day, by the way. But I'm just joking with that, by the way. Good song, by the way, good song. But basically that will come up eventually. And also, retains to be calling myself the Natural Born Thriller. From now on, whenever September comes around, after what happened with Daphne, I'll be calling myself on those September days. I'll be calling myself the Natural Scream Thriller. Fitting pertains to Scream because Michael Jackson sang a song called Scream. He's got an album dedicated for Halloween called Scream. And on top of that, Daphne was all about screaming, and she is the screaming queen at the end of the day. And yeah, so that's for that's gonna be all because basically because of Michael Jackson, but more importantly because of Daphne. So for September moving forward, once a year, for one tends to for only for September, it will be Natural Scream Thriller. And there you go. So that being said, let's move forward to the preview for AEW All Out 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Natural Scream Thriller. And welcome everyone to this AEW All Out 2021 preview. That's going to be in Chicago at the Now Arena, the United Center, whichever you want to say, pertains to that whole thing. So yes, we got 10 matches, including the buy-in match. One match, unfortunately, was canceled for the show, and the one match that was canceled due to travel issues with pertains to Pac was the Bastard Pac versus Andrade El Idolo. Instead, it will be taking place on the next Rampage show, and there you go. Nothing to say about that. It was announced on pertains to Dynamite Andrade El Idolo and Pac, this match for All Out was, had to be canceled. And then it was announced on, on the final stop of AEW All Out on Rampage, where it tends to, make an announcement that it's going to be happening on the next episode of AEW Rampage. Basically, the fallout of All Out on the next Rampage show. And that'll be all next week. But in the meantime, with that being canceled, that's going to be held off once we get to Rampage next Friday. And we'll be getting to the matches that will be presented on All Out. Especially the one match that was added at the last minute for the buy-in. Which was back on the Dynamite show. They announced it because of the whole thing with the Hardy Family Office, which let's get to that right now. Just to get that out of the way. And I'll say the best for last, by the way, when it comes to my thoughts about who I'm going to say the best for last for the show. But I digress. But we get the best friends, Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, and Wheeler Yuta, and Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus being acquitted by Marco Stunt, versus the Hardy Family Office of Matt Hardy, Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy, and Mark Quinn, the Hybrid 2, and Hanigo and Jack Evans. And this is going to be a 10-man tag team match. I'll watch the match, because at the end, after all, it is, it is the buy-in. And I think this should just be a fun match, to watch. Am I excited for this match? No. But then again, what match am I more excited on, or what chance of watching All Out? Doesn't matter if it's a buy-in or the main show. This match, the 10-man tag team match, or the other match that I'm looking forward to either way, because how that was built up and what they did with that on Dynamite. We'll get to that. But I'm still excited to see this match though either way. Could this been safe on Dynamite or maybe Rampage, especially for Rampage, right? Think about that. Think about that. For a main event for Rampage, a special attraction. Or maybe the opening show of Rampage for next week. Guess not. But whatever. As far as who I think is going to win here, best friends and Jurassic Express. That's it. Not much to say about that. Moving on. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, more just talk about the main card. Maybe first talk about the ones that I'm not looking forward to. And the ones that I am looking forward to. So let me get the first thing out of the way first now. The first thing that I'm not looking forward to is Paul White versus QT Marshall being acquitted by Aaron Solo and Nick Comoroto. This is the match I was talking about, by the way. The match that I don't care to see. I'm not really excited to see. Don't know why it's happening. I'm not saying that Paul White should not be wrestling, but then again, look how he's moving because of his hip replacement. So yeah, I guess we have to wait and see how Paul White performs in the ring. All we see him do is he's unlimited to what he can do, because obviously he's a former shell of what he used to be. So I don't know what to expect to see Paul White wrestling. Especially with his size and his weight, and with him being older. We have to wait and see how it turns out. I know QT Marshall's gonna be okay in the match. But as far as Paul White, the days of Paul White, during the days of him being the Giant and the Big Show, with him being the world's largest athlete, when he was 100%, and when he was capable to have himself in the ring, are long gone. And that's why that's one of the reasons why I'm not looking forward to the match either way. And yes, that had a little bit to do with it, but also they've been treating QT Marshall and his factions like shit, like complete shit, like they don't matter. And by the way, I gotta keep pointing this out. Where the hell is Anthony Ogogo? There's no mention of him at all. Like, if did he have visa troubles, whatever? Is he an injury? Does he have COVID? Is there a family issue he has to take care of? I don't know what's going on. They never even mentioned it. What the hell happened with Anthony Ogogo? Did he quit? We don't know anything about it. Where is Anthony Ogogo? I don't know. But But yeah, they've been treating this whole the factory faction like shit, and it's been no better weeks on coming to this pay-per-view. And then on top of that, the Gun Club turned on Paul White. Like, why? What's the reason behind that? I don't understand that at all. What was the point of that? Just to get QT Marshall a momentum leading into the pay-per-view? Why couldn't you just give him that momentum by having the factory beat him up in the ring instead of having Paul White, showing his super strength to pull all of them down, but push them all down, to say, and destroy them, basically burying the factory faction. And then you had the Gun Club, to come in, and then you had Billy Gunn whack him with the steel chair to the bad hip, him with a steel chair in the head, and then QT Marshall took advantage of it with the rest of the factory, with the worst diamond cutter I ever seen delivered to Paul White. I see Paul White deliver a better RKO, to Randy Orton than QT Marshall delivering that diamond cutter to Paul White. Diamond Dallas Page called QT Marshall, and please call him to get your move back, your diamond cutter move back, because after that he should never do a diamond cutter ever again. Especially with the diamond cutter that he hit to his Chris Schiavone, the son of Tony, the son of Tony Schiavone, to that diamond cutter, and he no-sold it. So what's the point of QT Marshall even doing that diamond cutter if Tony Schiavone's son couldn't even sell it to a point where to make it look like it's dangerous? So yeah, I'm not looking forward to the match. As far as going to win, Paul White's going to win. Basically, the way they set up here, especially what they did with the Go Home show on Dynamite, Paul White is winning. Because I don't see Paul White losing. Unless what? The Gun Club's going to be a distraction of him losing to QT Marshall. Boy, that'll be terrible. But we'll see what they do with that. I'm still not looking forward to it either way. And I don't think anyone is even looking forward to this match at all. I don't get how anyone, from behind the scenes could think this is going to be good for any of us, for us fans. We didn't ask for this. Who asked for this? But yeah, that was that. There's that match. Another match I'm sort of not looking forward to, but at the same time I am looking forward to. Chris Jericho versus MJF. I know they got a good match. Anything better than Paul White and QT Marshall. But in this match, if Chris Jericho loses, this is a stipulation here. If Chris Jericho loses, he must retire from in-ring competition. And Chris Jericho versus MJF, has been building up, for a long time. And now it's going to be coming to an end here. And I don't see Chris Jericho losing here. As much as I want Chris Jericho to lose, and then we had to hear him on Fridays on Rampage to commentary, because he threatened to be on commentary on Rampage. But I think to myself, what's the point of even threatening us if you lose, that you're gonna be on commentary full time on Rampage when you're doing commentary on Rampage, even when you're active. Oh my god, ridiculous. Unless Chris Jericho is going to be doing Dynamite full time as commentary, since Ross doesn't want to commentary that much anymore, and full time, only for special occasions like pay-per-views or maybe special events where we tend to do Dynamite, whatever. But Jim Ross, without being out of the way, Chris Jericho could be on commentary on there instead, and then you could just have Mark Henry, Excalibur, and Taz on commentary on Rampage. Why just do that instead of having 4 commentators on there? Have a 3-man commentary on Rampage and a 3-man commentary. I mean, as you always do on Dynamite. And there you go. Not much to say of that. So, and there you go. But yeah, Chris Jericho ain't gonna lose probably. He ain't gonna lose. This is gonna be his win back, which I don't agree with. MJF should win, but he ain't gonna win. It's Chris Jericho's going to get his revenge. And there you go. Another match. Now let's get to a match I am looking forward to. Miro defends his AEW TNT Championship against the Mad King. Eddie Kingston. This match is going to be, I already know what to expect. Folks, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what to expect for this match because I like both guys. They're both good. I just want to see these guys beat the living hell out of each other. At the end of the day, Miro must retain. I don't see Eddie Kingston win the belt either way. I see Miro winning here and moving forward to whoever else he's going to be facing. So, and maybe his next opponent could be Jon Moxley. Who knows? If Jon Moxley, I mean, what you told me, you want to talk about a downgrade for Jon Moxley, by the way, for being an AEW World Champion, to having him, to downgrade to the TNT Championship. But whoever's going to be next for Miro after he beat Eddie Kingston here, because he is going to be Eddie Kingston. We'll see where it leads from there. As pertains to God's favorite champion, the Redeemer, the Bulgarian Beast, known as the AEW TNT Champion, Miro. There you go. Jon Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima. And this was originally supposed to be Hiroshi Tanahashi's spot against Jon Moxley. Unfortunately, schedule pertains to New Japan Pro Wrestling, pertains to be at the Grand Slam. So unfortunately, that couldn't happen. So the best option was Kojima. And I look forward to the match. I think it's going to be a good match between the two guys. And at the end of the day, it's going to be Jon Moxley getting the win. Ever since any New Japan guys coming in to face Jon Moxley, like a Kenta, Yuji Nagata, I think that was it. But pertains to Kojima, he's gonna be he's gonna pull over Jon Moxley, obviously. So obviously Jon Moxley's gonna win here. And there you go. And now people are looking forward to this match, by the way, because because they don't know much about Kojima, and none of them they really don't care much about Kojima, which is a damn shame because Kojima is pretty good. He's a damn good wrestler, and he's been around, for the for a guy who's is in his 50s and he still looks in great shape. He's good, looks good. 50 years old. Very underrated. Pertains to pertains to anyone from over here. Not talking much about him. So, but we'll see. How the reaction is for the crowds at All Out for Kojima. All right, let me get this out of the way now. This one I want to talk about the most. Besides, the match that I look forward to as well. But the match I want to talk about is the 21 Women Casino Battle Royale for an opportunity to face the AEW Women's World Champion in the near future. So, the participants: Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, The Bunny, Big Swole, Ty Conti, Diamante, Penelope Ford, Red Velvet, Hikaru Shida, Emi Sakura, meant to say, Jay Cargill, Kiera Hogan. I was excited when I heard about her coming into this battle royale, and I cannot wait to see what what Kiera Hogan could do in this battle royale, like she did from the Gauntlet match from NWA's Empower, which she was impressive in that match, and she's going to be impressive in here too. Hopefully, she doesn't run into someone like an Abaddon who's in this match too. Yeah. Layla Hirsch, Kylan King, Rebel, Jamie Hayter, the returning Anna Jay, and also the returning Riho, who was also announced, and Sky Blue. Before I get to the next one, which is the last one, Sky Blue. I saw a match on AEW Dark because I heard about what happened. She went up against Red Velvet. Red Velvet got booed because Blue Sky is the hometown girl. Because they're in Chicago, obviously. But something about Taz saying about she's about 10 hours away from where they were at from her place. That's in Illinois. But she they had the crowds behind Sky Blue in this match against Red Velvet. And poor Red Velvet, by the way, They said the first time she got booed, to a to a hometown, opponent that she dealt with. For example, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and now she's doing with another one, of a hometown hero, on a hometown opponent in Blue Sky. And Red Velvet though, she doesn't care. She's in those heel, those blues like it's nothing. I think she made again, I don't know much of her what she did in the indies, but I think she played a heel before. Even when she came into AEW, when she was not signed, with Jensen having dark matches, during the pandemic. Even during that time, Red Velvet has been has been a heel for most of her matches until they decided, have her be babyface, potentially be with Brandy Rose and the Nightmare Family. And yeah, I think she knows. I think she played a heel before, and she's already nailing it. But since playing and teasing the crowds and everything, toying with the crowds, mocking the crowds, and she's really showing it a lot. And like, yeah, she's got that. She knows what she's doing, and she went against Sky Blue, and Sky Blue, she's pretty impressive. I like her. She's beautiful. She's sexy, and she's pretty good in the ring. Of her match against Red Velvet, it was a pretty good match. Obviously, Red Velvet won. And what I heard after the match was over, Tony Khan, because he was not expecting that reaction. Even I was not expecting that reaction. When I first heard about it, I'm like, really? She got that pop? Okay, let me check it out and see what happens. And I'm like, wow, okay. I mean, not like a CM Punk pop or anything, but it was still a good pop there for Blue Sky. And because that, Blue Sky was rewarded by Tony Khan to be added into this match. And I'm like, oh, good for her, good for her. And she's gonna get the pop again once we get to this match. And there you go. And now we get to the final to be announced. It's gonna be the Joker. Basically, it's gonna be the Joker entrance. So who could it be? I think it's gonna be the former Ruby Riott, who's going by Ruby Soho. I think it's gonna be her. And if it is her, that's great, because obviously she already made her decision, made up her mind that she's going to AEW. They've been doing these vignettes. Well, actually, Ruby Soho was doing these vignettes videos on Instagram. And I think it's on YouTube too. If I'm not mistaken, of her, walking around the city. Even potentially on catching the train, but she missed the train, and then hijacking the car, and then it broke down. And then we get to a part where she's walking in the city, and there's a music playing. I think it was something called Ruby Soho, and I said, "Oh my God, that's a song." It's a song called Ruby Soho. Like, I guess she got some connections, that are tends to because if you see her how she looks, her style and everything, she's into pop, the punk rock, and it sounded like a punk rock music too, no, and and the music was great, by the way. It was good. I want to hear the whole thing. I don't know if as a matter of fact, I haven't even really checked it yet, but I think that's going to be her theme song. Obviously, it's going to be her theme song. So, by the way, and the city that she's walking around was in New York City, by the way. But yeah, Ruby Soho, doing these vignettes, and now I don't know if she's going to be there in Chicago. Because it pertains to her vignettes, she's in New York. This doesn't mean that that she's going to be because there was no vignettes which pertains to where she was going to be going, because she was in New York. Maybe they want to save her debut at Queens, New York, wherever, for the Dynamite show for called Grand Slam. There's no other vignettes pertains to her heading to Chicago. Pertains to go all out. So I don't know. Maybe it's not her, but I think it is her. Coming to this match here. Either way, whoever's going to be, and by the way, it's not gonna be Lana, by the way. But I'm hoping it's Ruby Soho. I'm hoping it's Ruby Soho in this match. And there you go. We'll see who happens. as far as who's going to win this Casino Battle Royale for the women's, which is, oh, by the way, this is the second ever Casino Women's Battle Royale. The first one they had was about 2 years ago from All Out. Yeah, obviously the same All Out. Except that was on the buy-in from last year, which it was whatever. Because even last year, Retain doing nothing. The buy-in had also the men's Casino Battle Royale as well, and that's when AEW first starting. So now, as far as what I think is going to win, as I always do, I'm gonna pick 3. One is my first pick, the other one is my secondary pick, and the other one will be my dark horse pick. So my first pick is going to be Thunder Rosa. My second pick, my secondary pick, I should say, is going to be, to me, Anna J. They could do something with that one, by the way, with Anna J. But my dark horse pick, and no, I'm not going with Kiera Hogan. I know you were thinking too, by the way. I'm gonna go with Kiera Hogan, right? No, I'm not. My dark horse pick is gonna be Riho. And there you go. Now, yeah, if Ruby Soho's in the match, I'm really not expecting her to win. If it is her, then I'm not expecting her to win it either way. I think she's gonna do a great performance in the match if she does show up, but I don't think it's gonna be her, and I don't think she's gonna win. But I think it is gonna be her in the match, but I don't think she's gonna win either way. But yeah, I'm going with Riho. And obviously Kiera Hogan has no offense to Kiera Hogan, she doesn't have a chance winning the match either way. I don't see AEW going with Kiera Hogan, but I'm expecting AEW to show let Kiera Hogan show off what she can do in that match. And I want to thank AEW for giving Kiera Hogan that second chance to be and this time on a pay-per-view of all places too, Bobby. Kiera Hogan's on fire, man. She's the girl on fire. She's the hottest flame, the hottest free agent. You could put and that's on period. My God, Kiera Hogan is catching fire here, and this tells me here that Kiera Hogan ain't going nowhere. She's not going. When I say that, I mean she's not going to WWE. She's not going to NXT. She's not going anywhere near that company, which is great. Which means hopefully she's smart enough to know what's been going on in WWE about how the stars are being used or not being used. So there you go. That's what I gotta say. But again, Thunder Rosa, Anna J, and Riho. My 3 picks. We'll see how that turns out. Then we get to, well, speaking of the women's, by the way, let me get that away right now. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, being covered by Rebel, versus, and maybe also be covered by Jimmy Hayter as well. We'll see. Versus the Galaxy Greatest Alien, Chris Stanlander, for the AEW Women's World Championship. I expect this match to be good, but I'm also expecting DMD to retain. Now, how to retain? Obviously, you could do ways to protect Chris Stanlander to lose this match. Ever since she's been back in the AEW, she's been undefeated, and she's gonna be losing. I don't see her winning at all, unless it'll be a DQ win. But other than that, I don't see Britt Baker losing the belt either way. And there you go. Now we get to the AEW World Tag Team Championship with the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, being covered by Brandon Cutler. If he's out there, we'll see. Versus the Lucha Bros, Beto El Zero Romero and Rey Fenix with Alex Abrahantes. And it's not just a regular match where it tends to a tag team title match, but also a steel cage to prevent any of the elite members, especially Brandon Cutler, away. Even though I don't see that happening either way, because I think it's still get involved. For example, Brandon Cutler could still get involved and use that cool spray to try to but yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Well, what I'd love to see there in this match is to see Alex Abrahantes and Brandon Cutler have an interaction outside the ring. We'll see. We'll see how if that ends up being the case. As far as returns to the match between Young Bucks versus Lucha Bros, they always have great matches. Even though, despite how I feel about the Young Bucks right now, I expect this match to be good. And as far as who I think is going to win, Young Bucks are going to retain, unfortunately. Now, I want the Lucha Bros to win. Believe me, I want them to win. That way they could go up against Santana Ortiz at Queens, New York, at the... I forgot the name of the venue, by the way. Whatever. But yeah, get my point. The show I'm gonna be a part of either way on September 22nd. Right now it's killing me to know about the place right now. Whatever. Anyways, but there you go. Now we get to the next match. The special match attraction. CM Punk versus Darby Allen. This is 7 years since CM Punk has not been wrestling in pro wrestling. Or should I say in WWE. And now with CM Punk returning to the ring for that long to face Darby Allen, it's a big deal. I love how they've been doing this interaction with CM Punk and Darby Allen for a couple of weeks. I love how CM Punk and Darby Allen are like they're basically building like it's a dream match. Yeah, and I love how they're representing this this match to be something where it chance to CM Punk that he still got it. Is he the same CM Punk that we seen before he was gone? That's a big question too. Can CM Punk still go in the ring? Can he still deliver? Can he still be the best in the world that he claims to be? I hope so. I really believe that. Without shadow of a doubt. And what being said, this match, I'm looking forward to this match. I think this match could be great. In fact, this match to me it will be a show stealer either way. If not this match to be a show stealer, I don't know what else on the show here it could be a show stealer. And I guarantee you, it's not gonna be Paul White versus QT Marshall. Oh my god. Maybe let's do Cage. Could be a show stealer, but either way, this match I believe will be a show stealer, regardless. And CM Punk ain't gonna be in there to face Darby Allen to lose. He's gonna win, and this doesn't hurt Darby Allen if he loses, because he's already made. He's already a made guy, especially with everything they've been doing with him before Sting came in, and then before CM Punk challenged him to the match. So either way, look forward to see this match. And let's see if CM Punk still got it. And finally, the main event for the let's see if this is the main event, based on how the show's going to be, pertains to a certain someone, which we'll get to. And that is for the AEW World Championship title. The AEW World Champion Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage, who is the Impact World Champion. But this will be about the AEW World title. So this match, I think it's going to be a very good main event match. Like we saw this these guys have a good match before on Rampage, which is for the Impact World title. Hopefully there's no Young Bucks involved and no Good Brothers involved. We actually no Elite involved. Which, by the way, fuck Carl Anderson. Just want to say that. But Kenny Omega and Christian Cage are gonna have another instant classic here. I cannot wait for it. Now, obviously, Kenny Omega ain't gonna lose. No way he's gonna lose. But who knows? Maybe this will come to a surprise that he will win. He will come out on top here. I mean, not Kenny Omega, Christian Cage. I meant to say Christian Cage might come out on top here. He may overcome it. We'll see if that ends up being the case. Because Kenny Omega is working hurt. Which is why we're not seeing the best of Kenny Omega of his work. Which is unfortunate that he's wrestling hurt. I don't know how bad it is, but hopefully he'll make it to get to a point where he's gonna drop it to the Hangman and the Page when he comes back. So yeah, basically Christian Cage ain't gonna win the match. So my pick is gonna be Kenny Omega. Even though I'm done and sick and tired of Kenny Omega's own tiring right now, and his whole heel turn and his whole blood collecting thing has become a flop. It's just not, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. So now with that out of the way, now I gave you all my my previews, my predictions to to all these matches. Now let's talk about one more thing, and that is who is going to be coming to All Out, which we already know who's coming, and I'm happy that he's coming. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, another one who is the best in the world. So yes, he's coming to AEW All Out. And the reason why he's coming to All Out in Chicago is because, unfortunately, they don't want to take any chances where it tends to how the COVID-19 situation and protocols, whatever, where it tends to where they're going to be in Queens, New York for the show. Because originally it's going to be debuting there, which when I heard about that, and I kind of knew he was going to be debuting there. Even because the thing about that is that I want to be surprised while any hearing any dirt seats or whatever, where it tends to yeah, he's going to be there, because we don't know when he's going to show up. We only heard it because it was confirmed that he was going to be there to make his debut there. But then but COVID is ruining it right now. Fucking COVID. Because they could some things might get shut down, whatever, and whatever. And basically, AEW didn't want to take any chances with that, so they had to call an audible and have him show up at All Out instead. And like, man, you Chicago fans are so spoiled right now. I got CM Punk already there. Yeah, you got all these shows already happening for this weekend for All Out, and now you're getting Bryan Danielson there. You might get Ruby Soho debuting there. You're getting these great matches that are lined up and everything. You're having these great shows going on. Not all of them are great and all that. Paul White, QT Marshall, just want to throw that in the garbage. Just saying. Riho's returning. Anna Jay's has returned. You got Kier Hogan there. Man, you Chicago fans are spoiled, man. You save some for us, for crying out loud. What the hell? But at the end of the day, I'm happy for those Chicago fans. They're getting a real treat which is pro wrestling, and it's all because of AEW. And yeah, so yeah, nothing. I was not beating that hard. I wasn't trying to do anything with that. But yeah, good for those Chicago fans, man. They also got ice cream bars too, by the way, from CM Punk's ice cream bars. So they're spoiled, man. You're the most spoiled wrestling fans ever, Chicago. You better be thankful for AEW for that. But anyways, I digress. But yeah, same time, good for you guys. Good for you. But yeah, man. But at the same time, save some for us, man. Save some for us New Yorkers. I mean, we were supposed to get Bryan Danielson at as September 22nd, and now you guys got him. Give us something. Give us Adam Cole, baby. Jeez. If he's coming, we'll see. But there you go. Now, as far as what he's going to do on the show, Bryan Danielson. Well, a lot of people thinking that he could confront Kenny Omega. Maybe he could confront CM Punk. Maybe he could confront Chris Jericho if he wins. Or maybe he could confront Jon Moxley, or maybe Kojima. I don't know. I mean, there could be some things you could do with Bryan Danielson coming in. Cause it's already out there anyway. He's he's coming to AEW All Out. But what's he gonna do? And also, what's he gonna come out to? Is he gonna come out to Europe? Final Countdown. It's the final countdown. If that happens, I am gonna mark out. I am gonna be so happy to hear that song. Even though I listen to the song, anytime I want to, but just to hear that song in AEW, if Tony Khan can manage to pull the rabbit out of the hat to to own the rights of that, like he did with Cult of Personality and other songs like Wild Thing for John Moxley and some song that Orange Cassidy got right now. I don't remember what it is, but also Baltimore's Tarzan Boy for Jungle Boy. Either way, folks. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, if I want to hear that song, in AEW Final Countdown, that's Bryan Danielson's theme song from Ring of Honor, and I want to hear it. I want to hear it. We'll see how that turns out. So, what's he gonna do there? I don't know. Which is why we're gonna have to tune in for All Out, because it's Bryan Danielson. So there you go. Basically, we got to tune in to find out. But there you go, folks. That's all I gotta say from there. That being said, thank you all for watching. You all stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself, everything that's going on in the world. Wear your mask, wear your gloves, get vaccinated. Love one another, God bless one another, live in peace and harmony for us all. Be better, be respectful, be appreciative, and love one another. And I don't know what to say after that. Yeah, I don't know what to say after that. How else can I close it out? Other than all you guys is are get ready to watch AEW All Out. Get ready to watch it. Have fun watching it, enjoy watching it. Unfortunately, I gotta work, so I gotta catch it. I'm gonna catch it later on, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be on the panel, but hopefully I will. Even if the show's over for All Out, I'm gonna try to join the panel, just to hear to hear what they gotta say, and basically chat with them and all that. But other than that, I'm not gonna be able to watch the show, unfortunately, live. So I gotta work. So I gotta make that money at the end of the day. So I'm out here. Y'all take care. For it's the Natural Scream Driller saying peace on the streets.